Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Is the way he challenges the black elite. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
The Recording Academy is for honoring me. Like, there's a collective around this period. Thank you. I want y'all to know that I don't get honored. You know, like where I'm from, New Orleans, where I'm from, you're not supposed to do this. Where I'm from, I walked into my mama's room when I was 14. She asked me for a kid because my dad was killed. And her son had just blew up and went on his first tour. And we did not know that bitch was gonna be 6 months. When I came home, she said, son, I can't live in this house by myself. We're gonna have to figure something out. I'd like to thank Antonia Johnson. For reasoning with me, my mom, in my life. I'd like to thank you.
Do what I do, cause I don't give a fuck if one or two people side with it, and them the one or two people that's rolling with me. I'm not looking at the majority. I told y'all from day one, the majority's not gonna side with you. I'm only gonna get subscribers here and there, and that's cool. I'd rather have 50 killers than 1,000 soldiers. Yeah, so they always gonna be mad. Welcome. Welcome.
That's just how it is. You have to check this out. Because we're warning guys about the bad woman, which now has pretty much leveraged most of the world. So the type of woman that is good is pretty much slim. We're not teaching hate. We're teaching.
Salute, and welcome to class, guys. It's PM school time, guys. Hit that like button. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense, and we do not complicate that, guys. How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all see the title. Lil Wayne reveals his mother, his hell of a mother, pushed him to have his first child at 14 because she was not trying to be lonely. Now, when I tell you guys that we do it to ourselves all the time, I'm not lying. I'm not making this joint up. I don't make this joint up, guys. You see how when you don't live your own life, you got to deal with the results from the decisions of the people you put your all in. You know what I mean? You put your all in. Now, we live in a gynocracy that places all of the value on the women, the mothers, the ladies, the girls, and no value on the man. So now you got this man, his mother, who told him to have a baby at 14. We all know that the black community governs poverty. 14-year-old, what do a 14-year-old know about having a baby? You know what I mean? What do a 14-year-old know about raising a baby? So we're gonna get on into this. We're gonna get on into this topic today. We're gonna delve into this because it's a very important one, and it's part of the reason why we got so many unbalanced little kids running around in the community today. Because we had a whole era, guys, in the 80s. That 80s era was a whole era of let's do what we want to do. Let's do it our way. If it feel good, fuck it, let's go. And that was all done off of no information. Nobody had any information. Nobody had any answers. Everybody was living for the right now. Nobody was thinking about the future. And now is the future. And we're paying for it. But we got so many people that get to stick their hands in their pocket and play dumb. We got so many people that don't want to wake the fuck up and see what the fuck has happened to our community. You know what I mean? To our communications, to our relationships, everything. Since this time, since the 80s, guys. All right, so for those of you that's just now crawling on into class, let's go back. Let me pull up this article that I seen on Instagram. All right. This is the article I seen on Instagram. They also got a video. The video that y'all heard in the intro was from World Star, guys. They also got a video on Instagram too. It says, "Say what?" Lil Wayne reveals his mother pushed him to have his first child at 14 because she was lonely. Son, I can't live in this house by myself. That's selfish right there. That's some selfish shit right there, guys. And that's his first daughter. What's her name? Reginae Carter. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Now just imagine if this man didn't hit gold. Just imagine if he ain't sell his soul. He'd be another struggling individual in the black community. He'd probably be alienated. You know what I mean? They don't alienate the pookies that actually hit the lotto. You know what I mean? Because then they inherit, you know what I mean, a smooth sailing. But just imagine if this man didn't hit pay dirt and did not, you know what I mean, sell his soul to the gynocracy. Tell you guys, they use us as tools in this gynocracy. From one to the other. He never got a chance to escape his mom's using him as a tool. And this is the people we put our all in. Lil Wayne, he influenced 2010, I want to say he influenced everybody with this tricking shit. This tricking, it ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I mean? So he influenced a lot of people. To this day, so many people look like him. They got the braids, the tattoos, a whole generation. In fact, if you ask me, to keep it a buck with you, after the Tupac indoctrination, you know, because Tupac had everybody running around here with the bald head and the bandana tied, and you know what I mean, after that image went out, after that was not popping, that trend wasn't popping anymore, he ushered in the next trend. The dreads, the tattoos, the tight clothes, the spandex, mandex. And that's how government saying Zaddy pushed that agenda, that emasculation of man, that weakening of man. He pushed that through our superstars, our hip hop artists, the ones that already themselves have unbalanced paths. All right, let's get into this. See what Mr. Wayne got to say.
When I came home, she said, "Son, I can't live in this house by myself. We're gonna have to figure something out."
How you gonna say we're gonna have to figure something out? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We ain't got to figure nothing out. If you can't have no more babies, sis, I'm not having no babies for you. How you have a baby for your mother though? Like, this is the shit that go on in the black community. This is all of the shit that be in that cat box that these mothers be having their kids hide, and they have their simp ass man hide. You know what I mean? But there be shit like this that's riddled. These stories, it's not uncommon in the black community to hear some shit like this. It's even some girls that have a precedent to having babies for their mother. Just peep game, guys.
I like to thank Antonia Johnson.
This is why the females get with you and they swear up and down you need them to guide you. Because of stupid niggas like this, bro. Dumb niggas like this. And then you will sit there and think and worship the person that manipulated you. You'll sit there and praise the person. This is part of them removing us from praising ourselves and praising mommy God. You know what I mean? Mama God.
Sitting with me, my mom. I walked into my mama room when I was 14. She asked me for a kid because my dad was killed. And her son had just.
And that's fucked up. That's messed up. And this is what I tell you. Don't I tell you this all of the time, right? We sacrifice as men, as fathers, right? They don't say this a lot. They don't tell us this, but we sacrifice it all for our families, guys. We will sacrifice it all for our families. These women will sacrifice the whole family for how they feel. For how they feel. They don't tell that part, though. They don't tell you that part in society. If they feel like bugging the fuck out, that's what they'll do. They apologize in the end, but it's how they feel at the moment.
Blew up and went on his first tour. And we did not know that bitch was gonna be 6 months. When I came home, she said, son, I can't live in this house by myself. You're gonna have to figure something out. I like to thank Antonia Johnson. For reasoning with me, my mom. I walked into my mama room when I was 14.
This rapper's mom asked him to have a baby when he was just 15. By age 15, Lil Wayne had already accomplished a lot. He obtained his GED, survived shooting himself in the chest, became a platinum rap artist, and was touring on a regular basis. Because he was on the road so much, his mom started having early empty nest syndrome and wanted to have her baby back in the house. She managed to convince him to have a child with his high school sweetheart. And
how manipulative is that? How manipulative is that? Here, you supposed to be teaching them up. You know what I mean? You ain't teaching them up. You teaching them how to indulge in teenage pregnancy. You teaching them how to perpetuate poverty. You know what I mean? Where did Lil Wayne benefit? Aside from him hitting the lottery, perfect timing. Aside from him hitting the lottery, how did he benefit? I mean, 2 women benefited out of this situation, and nothing for the man. I mean, Reginae Carter, she got set for life. She got put up for life. You know what I mean? And the moms, she got her feelings and her needs catered to. What was in it for Lil Wayne? Like, what was really in the deal for Lil Wayne? At 14 years at that, 14 years old at that. This is the shit that our gynocracy don't talk about, because then it will show you and it'll shine the light on how they use men and how they use these women, guys. They use these women, starting with your moms, to manipulate you.
Tanya Wright. The two had a child together, and Lil Wayne's mom helped raise their daughter. This rapper's mom asked him to have a baby when he was just 15. By age...
Now, with all due respect, I'll give her, I would say, at least she helped raise the motherfucker. At least she helped raise the motherfucker. I will give her that. You know what I mean? You know how we do over here, guys. We remove the gray area. Cause you got a lot of these little dusty, raggedy mamas that'll gas the kid to have the child and then stick their hands right in their pocket on that kid and play dumb. That's your baby. That's your baby, knowing they done manipulated that little nigga to have that baby so they can have the grandmother experience. You know what I mean? Remember, they still live in, they're female. They are female, but they still live in themes. It never stopped. That theme never stopped. The experience of wanting to be experienced never stopped with these women. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of glad that she did held up on her end of the bargain. Since you made him have a baby, at least you took care of the fucker. You know what I mean, guys? Let me play another angle, and then we're gonna get up off of this, and we're gonna dig deeper. We're gonna dive deep, and we're gonna dive deep today, guys. I got some videos. I got some things I want to really explain and break down to you. And when I do videos like this, oh yeah, you see the calmness in my voice, because these ones be dedicated to my little girls, my daughters. You know what I mean? This is important. Y'all need to understand how teenage pregnancy is foolishness, it's foolery, and it goes against God's word. It's not what God said to do. You know what I mean? When I tell you who taught you how to be stupid, the answer gonna always be your mother. And then when I ask you who taught how to be stupid, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be the church. All right? It's gonna be some type of church, some type of religion, or schooling that made her dumb.
Card Academy on this for honoring me. Like, there's a collective around this period. Thank you. I want y'all to know that I don't get honored. You know, like, where I'm from, New Orleans, where I'm from, you're not supposed to do this. Where I'm from, I walked into my mama's room when I was 14. She asked me for a kid because my dad was killed.
That's a hell of a responsibility and load to put on your 14-year-old son. Now, that tells me 2 things. That tells me that Lil Wayne was out there probably since 8. He probably was out there at 8, and his moms was just comfortable with him having these pre-manly conversations with a 14-year-old. So that also lets me know that Lil Wayne probably paid a couple of them bills. He probably kept them lights on, busting them dope moves. You know what I mean? Anybody know what happened to his father? Why his father? Oh, it's BT? Because I know BT. BT, no. This is BT area right here. BT, do you know anything about his father? Why did his father die? Was his father a dope dealer? Was his father a dope mover? Or was it an innocent bystander? Was he an innocent bystander? You know what I mean? I tell you this all of the time, guys. Show me the girl's baby father, then show me her mother, and I'll tell you why she picked him to be her baby father. It's a mathematical equation with the toxicity that flow through the Black community. Because it's all a herd mindset. It's a herd mentality over there. It's a victim herd mentality in the Black community. And it's so predictable. It's easy to predict. And again, guys, keep in mind that these be the guys, these so-called gangsters, these be the most softest, these be the most bunkiest, the most mama hell of a sons in the community. Yeah, the cool guys that you say cool, that you think that is cool, that get all of the popularity, the tough, fake tough guys. On top of the fact, Lil Wayne, what are you doing, bro? It's about time you cut your hair, bro. Let's stop playing with. What is this? You got pins and shit all in your hair, bro. Cut that shit and be done with it, bro. My shit wasn't even that bad, and I knew when it was time to let it go. You gotta know, part of becoming a man is knowing when to pivot. Look at this shit on his head, bro. What the fuck is that on his head, yo? And the motherfucker got the nerve to dye it. Like, bro, you need to cut it, Lil Wayne. But again, when your mother make decisions for you your whole life, you don't get to grow up. You have the Peter Pan syndrome. You don't want to grow up. You don't get to grow up. You don't want to grow up. Why? Why do you need to? You get what I'm saying, guys? This is Son Husband 101 right here. Son Husband 101.
And her son had just blew up and went on his first tour. And we did not know that bitch was gonna be 6 months. When I came home, she said, son, I can't live in this house by myself.
Oh, so thank you, my guy. Eddie, Adino, salute, my guy, and thank you. So there you go. Then there you go. The toxic. The mother like the toxic shit. So she gonna raise what she like. She gonna raise what she like. You know what I mean? And again, some of these hell of a dudes have dads in their life. But if the moms is a militant Donkey Kong and is able to manipulate and simp the dad out, then that's just as good as no dad. That's just as good as a single mother crib right there, bro.
You're gonna have to figure something out. I like to thank Antonio Johnson. For reasoning with me, my mom, in my life. I'd like to thank
Yeah, guys, it's real. It's really real, especially as boys, yo. We got something programmed in us to our mother, bro. All of us, bro. All of us, bro. It's something that they programmed in us, bro. It's a chip. We talk about a chip that they was gonna put in our neck. Nigga, they already put that chip in our neck on the way out. Know what I mean? Halfway out the coochie, they implant that chip in the boys. I think that's why we got so many girls that running around here as boys. I think they got the chip planted in them because as they was coming out, they was mistaken for boys and they was really girls. So now they run around here as masculine Donkey Kongs themselves. Allegedly. But let's get on into some content, because I love to use the celebrities because these are the people that everybody seem to worship. Everybody seem to praise. They'll praise these niggas before they praise their Lord, before they praise their Most High, before they praise their Creator. So keep in mind that this happens on the regular too. Happens on the regular. You know what I mean? These people's stupidity is the same as our stupidity. You know what I mean? They're just on a higher scale because they're celebrities. But check this video out next, guys. Watch this. Give me a second, guys. And I gotta back out of this shit so I can get my picture back. I hate watching on the playback and it's not, and it's no picture there. That shit drive me crazy. All right, let's go get it. Let's go see our average black mother, grandmother, mother, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Top position, head honcho, head of household. That's better. The average conversation. This is your normal conversation in the black community with the mom's daughter, grandchild.
New people in here. If y'all teach y'all kids something, that wouldn't have to fucking yell. Hey, man. You teach them. You the grandma. I ain't got to teach shit. Y'all had them. Y'all teach them. You didn't teach us. Shit. That's why the kids is like that. Yeah. Probably.
Got her. You ain't teach us why the kids is like that. I tell you this all the time, Grandma. If you raise your kids, you get to spoil your grandkids. But if you spoil your kids, you gonna be raising them little bastards, bro. You gonna be raising the kids that they had because you spoiled them and they ain't got no sense. I mean, it don't. It's 1 + 1 = 2. This is why God said, raise them up, how they need to be raised. So when they depart you, they will always have that. They will always respect you. They will look back and they will honor you and praise you as mother. You know what I mean? These women is running. These little girls running out of that crib. They going to start their own plantation, never looking back, and they hate y'all. They hate y'all guts. To be honest with you, let's play that back. Look how shocked she looked with the stupid face. Like, oh, you exposing my cat box? Look how she got the stupid face on. Like, you ain't lying today? You ain't gonna lie for me? Because that's all the black community do is lie. They lie for these mothers, boy. Especially the gangsters. Remember, the gangsters, you say something about a hell of a mother, boy, these niggas will try to shoot you, boy. It ain't even got to be they hell of a mother. They just all programmed and addicted to cover the cat box, to cover the cat shit of this woman, bro. You look at a nigga, one of these gangsters' elbow, bro. Fill up with cat litter on their elbow. B. They about a whole arm deep in that cat litter for their mama.
There's new people in here. If y'all teach y'all kids something, y'all wouldn't have to fucking yell. Hey, man. You teach them. You the grandma. I ain't gotta teach shit. Y'all had them. Y'all teach them. You didn't teach us. Shit. That's why the kids is like that. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. You didn't teach us nothing. And go over there. I don't want to hear that in my ear. Probably not. Trust my son. Y'all just hard and didn't goddamn listen. Okay.
That's all they know how to do is be loud. I told you they don't know nothing else but how to be loud and obnoxious. It's because it's frustrating when you don't have an answer. If somebody's asking you a question and you don't have an answer, boy, that shit get real frustrating. Then when you're not in control of your emotions, you just gonna lash out. Ignorant. That's the definition of ignorant.
Okay, we teach them. They hard-headed and don't. Y'all don't teach them shit. They don't know what an ass whooping is. I do. Y'all knew what an ass whooping was. I do many. Y'all actually.
See how they proud of that shit? They proud of that shit. I seen a picture going around on Instagram and Facebook right now with a black ugly ass mama got the boy laid across her lap and she got the thing. And you see these little emasculated niggas, they be proud of that shit. These niggas be really, cause I got my ass whooped. My mama used to beat my ass. Like my nigga, I never was proud of that, bro. You don't never hear me telling stories about how I got my ass whipped, B, because I'm not proud of that, bro. That shit's not cool. That shit is not cool. That's not the discipline that they needed to teach us. This is why we hear discipline nowadays and we quick to shy away from it. But discipline is where the victory gonna come. This is why everybody like discipline nowadays. Niggas can't pay attention but for a hot 26 seconds, boy. Can't focus on anything but for a hot 30 seconds because they lack discipline. Because you hear discipline and you're scared. You know, it's so many more to discipline than just the physical part. You got to discipline your mind and your soul, bro. But they ain't teach you that. They taught you ass whipping, ass whipping, ass whipping, ass whipping. They ain't know what to teach you, but yet you still praise them. I want to thank my hell of a mama.
We knew what one was, but y'all kids don't know what a goddamn ass whooping is. Can you stop? And we got company here. Guys, I am so sorry.
Yeah, you know, she can embarrass the shit out you. She can emasculate you. She can pull you down in front of company, in front of anybody. You can't do it to her though. She's a head. Yeah, but you can't do that shit to her. You got to give her the halo effect. You got to give this whole passionately ignorant motherfucker a halo effect because she your mother. And she black. Your mama black? My mama black. My mama look like her too. Word. That's how I know it so very well.
Start beating their ass, maybe they'll listen.
No, you start beating their ass and then they'll go outside and start shooting each other. Because that's where you get all of this hatred for one another. Anyway. Because so many of us got our ass whipped by a hell of a mother who was black. It wasn't white supremacy. White supremacy ain't do this. They beat Kunta Kinte and them slaves. But that wasn't us. Our mama beat us. Like how them same white supremacy beat them, that's how our mama beat us. And we sit here and walk around and talk about it like it's a badge of honor. We wear that shit like it's a badge of honor. Now don't go and be a dummy. I'm not saying a little head tap every now and then when somebody get out of line. it's not warranted. Hell yeah, that's warranted. But the way y'all be beating on these kids, y'all when I say y'all treat your kid like property, y'all really do. You know what I mean? Y'all really do, sis. And don't let me get to these little lesbian relationships, because that's what I'm calling these daughters and mom and daughter with no dad in the picture. Those are lesbian relationships. We know that them shits get crazy. You know what I mean? Them shits get crazy. If you're a daughter and you're in the chat and you getting abused, just put a wink, put a wink sign. You know what I mean, guys? But we not dumb. We not dumb.
You whooped yours. Did they listen? Granny, did they listen? Mom. Yeah, you and Jonay did listen. Y'all didn't like that. You didn't whoop me and Jonay. You didn't whoop us. Girl, stop lying. Jonay, did she whoop us?
And then they be lying. Then half of them was punk as shit. Half of them they scared of their kids. Half of them put on the image as if they beat the kid because that's what the herd mindset go with. So because 3 out of 5 black households did have lynchings and whippings and shit like that. You know what I mean? So the little 2 that didn't play like, yeah, we did. Knowing damn well you didn't. You were too scared to enact discipline on your child, so you let them get away with everything. You spoiled your child. You went the exact opposite. You know what I mean? Cut it out. Is she blowing you up? And this notice the tone and the voice on the other end of this, guys. A little boy, a little nigga, a hell of a nigga would never. The women though, the daughters challenges the mom because they all share that same gynocracy privilege. You see how Lil Wayne mother can throw the alley-oop to Reginae Carter. Yo, you know what I mean? That's what she did. She threw the alley-oop and she sacrificed who? Her own son. And threw the alley to Reginae Carter. Crazy, guys. You can't make this shit up, bro. They do not care about us. And when I say that, I'm talking about man, period, in general. All men. We got to protect ourselves. We got to always be focused on us and worried about us, bro. Because when shit hit the fan, God spin the block, he gonna come to us first and ask us why we was stupid and ask us why did we remain stupid. And like, yo, bro, you ain't get those signs that I sent you? Because I sent you a couple of signs that you tried to motherfucking stiff arm. You know what I mean? You got to be on your square at all times, bro. Let's play that one more time and then we out of here. I got some more shit.
There's new people in here. If y'all teach y'all kids something, y'all wouldn't have to fucking yell. Hey, man. You teach them. You the grandma. I ain't got to teach shit. Y'all had them. Y'all teach them. You didn't teach us. Shit. That's why the kids is like that. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. You didn't teach us that.
They always want somebody else to do their job, too. They got whatever they got focused in on their mind, the experience that they want to experience, that's all they can focus in. They got one-track mind, these women, these mothers, yo. You know what I mean? What they got focused on, that's what they focused on, bro. And then everybody else supposed to do their job. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of them down here defying God and then trying to get somebody to do their God-given tasks. Like, you know what I mean, guys? You got to peep how it work, how this shit working right now, yo. They too much, bro. They got some shit with them because the gynocracy have brainwashed it and have pumped it and pumped it and pumped it and pumped it to where niggas think it's normal now. Niggas think this shit's just normal. That is the way it is. That's just how it is, though. It is not. It is not.
Ian, go over there. I don't want to hear that in my ear. Probably not. Trust me. Y'all just hard-headed and goddamn listen. Okay, we teach them. They hard-headed and don't. Y'all don't teach them shit. They don't know what an ass whooping is. I do. Y'all knew what an ass whooping was. I do many. Y'all actually knew what one was, but y'all kids don't know what a goddamn ass whooping is. I do. Can you stop? And we got company here. And guys, I am so sorry for this. Start beating their ass. Maybe they'll listen. No. Mom, tell them to get up. You whooped yours. Did they listen? Granny, did they listen? Mom. Yeah, you and Jonay did listen.
You see how the guy, if you hear the little man voice, the man voice in the background, the boy voice in the background, he's trying to diffuse the situation, you know, ignore the problem. The little daughter, though, she edging this shit on. He like, yo, we got company. The dude, like, we got company. Come on, cut that shit out. Let's be fake and phony in front of the outside world. You know, they teach us niggas. They teach us first. We like the first nigga. Like, on that assembly line, they just Dumb, 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 dumb. Ignore, 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 ignore. Be a man, be a man, be a man. It's called the be a man button. The be a man button is lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie for the woman. Lie for the woman. Lie for the woman. Lie for the woman. Be a man.
You didn't whip me, Jonay. You didn't whip us. Girl, stop lying. Jonay, did she whip us? There's new people in here.
No damn well she ain't whipped them kids. That's why they ain't got no fear to tell her. That's why they ain't in fear of telling her, like, you ain't whip us. You ain't whip. It look like they just run her and dip off on the shorty anyway. They're like they have her run her around the whole house. All right, guys, let's move it right along. Let's move it right along. Sticking on a teen pregnancy topic. Let's go where we want to go. Where you want to go, bro? Let's go here. Let's go here. Salute to my guy, Black Pill. You know what I mean? Salute to my guy. And salute to my pops for sending this content in. This was a damn good piece. Guys, if you a liar, then you might want to leave now. You know what I mean? If you're a liar, if you got lying lips, if you can't believe the truth, then you might want to leave now. You know what I mean? If you one of them hell of a mothers who think the race is you actually competing with your child's father, use a dummy, because that's not your opponent in actuality. To tell you the truth, I'm sorry, your hell of a mother should have told you that. But obviously she competed with your father, so now you just think that that's the race, that's the competition. It's not. I mean, it's not.
I've already made $10,700, and yesterday
disagreeable.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store.
Okay, how are you going to reprogram men so that they don't let us take over what's supposed to be their responsibility? And men that I have had dealings with, they are perfectly willing to sit back and let us do anything we want to.
I don't think that you have to.
That is damning right there, guys. And I want y'all to peep the texture of this video, the quality of this video. This is where the shit all started. This ever right here, guys. This is the truth for proof. I remember me and DeBell was talking, and he was like, he want to know, when did they make the deal? It's somewhere around here, DeBell. If you in the chat, it's somewhere around here. Did you just hear what Shorty just said, yo? This is rare footage, yo. YouTube, do not play with me, yo. Fair use. This is for educational use only. I know y'all don't like when we tap into content like this, but this the stuff they don't want you to see. They don't want you to know, like, this is what they all think, guys. This is what 85%. Where's our chart at, man? This is the mindset of all these women on this list right here, bro. Somehow, some way or another, this is the mindset, guys. It's a predatorial mindset, guys. And I'm not talking like predator as in they that too, but I'm not talking just that. I'm talking, it's a predator mindset, guys. Predatorial mindset. You saw that, like Lil Wayne mother, just the ability to convince a whole man to have a whole nother life that you can just take. Who gives you the fucking power to do that? Like, who? Like, the gynocracy. That's who. The gynocracy. The world we live in. America. Let's play that back. Yo, that shit was crazy.
Okay, how are you going to reprogram men so that they don't let us take over what's supposed to be their responsibility? And men that I have had dealings with, they are perfectly willing to sit back and let us do anything we want to.
I don't think that you have to reprogram men. I think you have to reprogram women.
No, you have to reprogram the man so that he will forcefully take what belongs to him, because you know women, as long as we can get, we're gonna get, and it's part of our being. We're going to do anything to you that you let us, whether we want to or not.
You don't want to live on the level of income that I can afford you in love. Me, on the basis of that, you want to always be aspiring to have all those
dirty
things
bitch!
as a part of the great middle class.
Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds.
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds. I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
Guys, did y'all not just hear what we heard, B? Shorty right here, no, she red pill. She know the game. She want men to take what theirs is. You know what I mean? But I tell you guys all of the time, yo, I'm at a loss for words right now, guys. I'm stumbling over my words and shit. Yo, why I ain't never hear it from a female mouth that raw like that, guys. And this back in the 80s, and we got all this technology now and shit. So, whew, y'all heard it. Y'all heard the shit, yo. Y'all heard it. Women want us to be men, bro. Our real sisters want us to step up and be men. They don't want this simp culture shit. The real ones. The rare ones, you know what I mean? They don't want the sim culture. And even the ones that are benefiting from the sim culture, biologically, they don't want it either. This is why they'll take what the simps got to give them, but they still looking and they still acting on their hypergamy because they know that's not the dude. That's not the lion with the deep meme, with the deep mane. That's not the lion with that. You know what I mean? That nigga just be stealing some food from I don't know where, from the hyenas, and bringing it to me, so I'ma eat it. Like, why wouldn't you eat it? Fuck wouldn't you? You be a fool not to eat the food that the beta male stole from the hyenas if you are a female lioness. You know what I mean? It'll hold you down until you get the big catch and then eat with the alpha male lion. Simple. That's how that works, guys. 1 + 1 always equal 2.
The man so that he will forcefully take what belongs to him, because you know women, as long as we can get, we're gonna get, and it's part of our being. We're going to do anything to you that you let us, whether we want to or not.
You don't want to live on the level of income that I can afford you in love. Me, on the basis of that, you want to always be aspiring to have all those things that's a part of the great middle class white American society. And because I can't deliver these things to you, you say that you are not a man.
I don't measure a man by how much money he can bring.
That's cat. Stop the cat. Stop the cat. Stop the cat. This is good. Oh, this is good. Stop the cat. Cause homie is right, ladies. Y'all be bugging. Y'all know that the way society is set up, that we don't get our 100,000 until we're about 35. You know what I mean? 35, 32, 30, you know what I mean? From 32, anywhere from 32 up is where we capable to really get that million, that milli. But we've been fucking since 14, as in Lil Wayne. Let's take Lil Wayne case from 14. So at 14, he in the convenience store called Dayton. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get what I'm saying, guys? It's no bad. It's uneven. It's unethical, sis. Like, you gotta bear with us. Like, you gotta either ride it out with us. You know what I mean? Because by the time y'all value is in sex. By the time y'all can bust it open, y'all lit. Y'all in the store. Y'all in the relationship store called dating. You know what I mean? As soon as y'all mature and get your period, y'all welcome in there. Not us. Us men, we gotta fall back until we get value, till we gain some value. And Sometimes that take longer than others. But then when we do get in that store, being that y'all was in that store for so long, busting it open, shopping like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? We might overlook you. We might skip over you. Like, oh, nah, I don't want that. You know what I mean?
Home. I measure a man by how he treats me. Whether when I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm scared, he's there. There have been a lot of myths created about.
Now that was biologically, she's right. Biologically, that's how that's supposed to go down. Biologically, that is how that's supposed to go down. Now hold that thought. We're gonna come right back to that. We're gonna come right back to you, miss. Cause I don't know why. I don't know if this is a white lady or if she's mixed, but I don't know why she's chiming in on this type business. right here. But in any event, let me go on. Let's get on to this. I want y'all to see something because she was just talking now. That's Cat. It be Cat. It be Cat. Now y'all heard what that lady just said. How she judged men and how she judged dates and how she judged a man. Right? Not about money. It's not about money.
Like, good women are not left on the marketplace.
So why are you single at 37?
Because it's a choice, and I'm a man. I'm not a woman. See, you're trying to conflate female values with male values. Not the same.
I'm just.
Aha! Aha!
So I actually do not believe in Valentine's Day. And I just feel like it's so commercialized and it's just all about materialism. Well, I tell my boyfriend this every year, but he always gives me something. Well, I think I made a mistake because this year, I think he's actually going to listen to me.
Absolutely. I would have been listening to you. After the first time you said it, I'd have stopped. You know what I mean? But this is the shit I'm talking about, guys. They don't know what they want. They confused, bro. They play this game in their head, yo. Listen, whoever her boyfriend is need to tap him on the shoulder and let him know, bro. Get out of there. Get out of there. Go to the Righteous Fair. Sign up to the Righteous Fair. Subscribe to the Righteous Fair. Because your girl crazy. You got one of them old crazy ones. Let's hear that again, bro. This be the shit right here, guys. If you're not strong mentally, if you're not mentally strong, stay out of these relationships, bro. Because this is the mood. This is the vibe. How they say this the vibe. This a mood. This they mood nowadays in a relationship, bro. It's too much, bro. It's too much when you're supposed to be trying to escape poverty, bro. How you gonna try to escape poverty when you gotta play mental games like look at this shit. Listen to this shit she said, bro. And obviously she got a good dude. She got a real dude. He get her stuff.
So I actually do not believe in Valentine's Day. And I just feel like it's so commercialized and it's just all about materialism. Well, I tell my boyfriend this every year, but he always gives me something. Well, I think I made a mistake because this year, I think he's actually going to listen to me and not give me anything. So at this point, if he didn't get me anything, I feel like I would be upset. So how can I kind of, backtrack a little bit?
If there's any man,
like, good women are not left on the marketplace.
So why are you single at 37?
That's a fact, guys. That's a fact. That's a fact. Good women are not left on the marketplace. That's why I tell you guys, the virtuous woman is rare, and a lot of the virtuous women is taken. They're already taken, bro. All right, let's move it right along. Let's move it right along. Let's get back to that. Let's get back to let's see what old girl was finna say. Let's see what kind of shit she was finna pump into the masses.
The black family, we all recognize that. And one of the
You say that you are not a man.
I don't measure a man by how much money he can bring home. I measure a man by how he treats me. Whether when I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm scared, he's there.
There have been a lot of myths created about the black family. We all recognize that. And one of the most pernicious myths is the myth of the black matriarch, you know, and this whole concept. And I think this.
It's not a myth, shorty, and I hope you black calling it a myth, because you can't be no white person calling it a myth, because y'all know damn well that's a lie, because y'all know y'all created that shit. Y'all showed it, y'all foreshadowed it, and you know what I mean? Y'all wrote it out. Now, y'all ain't forced nobody to listen to the dumb shit, but y'all wrote it out. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, I don't blame y'all. I'm not one of those that blame y'all for everything. I blame y'all for the right stuff. Know what I mean? I don't blame y'all for everything now, but I blame y'all for the right stuff. And I hope you one of them hot, light-skinned black women, because you talking crazy right now.
This is one of the reasons that the black community reacted so negatively to the Moynihan report, because we know that that's not true.
It was not like
the black woman has not been a matriarch in the sense that it has been defined thus far. And
Yes, she has. Yes, she has, sis. You're lying. And what are you gonna gain from tricking these black women into acting like you defending them?
thank God research, and I hope black research is being done now to reverse that kind of thing. In fact, the black woman has been a woman at the head of a household, not by choice, but by necessity. And more often, that's right, and more often than not, she is.
They love to believe that, because then that gives them a way of staying out of what God asked them to do, guys. You know what I mean? They use that thinking that if I could be a fly on the wall when these bitches start dying and when they start dropping like flies, I just want to hear what they say when they get to that judgment gate, and what they gonna say, like, especially after seeing how he did everybody else that came before them for that independent strength as a woman, because he ain't say you can't get your bag. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all girls to think, oh, yo, Mr. Goodbread trying to have us out here. We gotta work. He ain't say go get your bag, but we all know that virtuous women, they just want to get their little pennies and go home. You know what I mean? And the virtuous women don't mind getting their little pennies. They content. You know what I mean? They don't need more. They ain't trying to be the CEOs. You know what I mean? They not trying to be the CEOs of the company. You know what I mean? They just trying to get some money. You know what I mean? Take care of themselves. You know what I mean? These are the women that could be a head of household and still let somebody come in and lead. You know what I mean? But not these modern women, not this woman talking right here. Nah, she trying to compete. She trying to compete. And that's the independence that God said, nah, stay away from that. You got to refrain from that, because that's going to pull you from your natural God-given task. And when you stop doing the God-given task, then you ain't putting him first. You ain't putting what he asked you to do first, sis. You trying to be independent. You trying to be strong and independent. So you running on the treadmill. You only running in place, though.
This whole concept. And I think this is one of the reasons that the black community reacted so negatively to the Moynihan report, because we know that that's not true.
It was not like
the black woman has not been a matriarch in the sense that it has been defined thus far. And thank God research, and I hope black research is being done now to reverse that kind of thing. In fact, the black woman has been a woman at the head of a household, not by choice, but by necessity. And more often, that's right, and more often than not, she is not a strong, matriarchal, aggressive, domineering figure. She is a...
That is whole cap, guys. Y'all see it. We talked about this yesterday, and it's pushed and promoted in their movies, guys. You see all of the mothers in the movies And no matter how sweet they are, they got that evil, I'ma say I got the last word, I got the last word joint. And then the little men, the little husbands of them shows he just fall right in line under the matriarch that's designed. You know what I mean? Come on, cut it out. Stop the cat. Stop the cat. Stop the cat. You know what I mean? But that definitely was some very, very, very useful information right there. Key information right there. You know what I mean? How y'all feeling tonight, guys? We moving right along, man. We got one more piece of damning, you know what I mean, footage. Again, guys, I tell you all of the time, we suffer for the lack of knowledge. You know what I mean? We just refuse to get the knowledge. And then we like to do things before we educate ourselves on those things. We get bad results and then we blame people. We have nobody to blame for the results we get if we didn't do the work before we just jumped our ass into doing something, guys. And that go for man and woman, right? I'm talking to man and woman now, not just the women. We have to start making better decisions. We got to start critically thinking. You know what I mean? If we gonna run from the Bible, from the Word of God, like how the woman is, you know what I mean? Then we gotta expect to get the same shit that they get, guys. You know what I mean? Gotta expect to get the same shit they get. This teenage pregnancy destroyed the Black community. We dealing with the results of it, and we still got about 10 more years to dig out of this epidemic. And this was pushed to our community through the church. Again, when you ask me, when I ask you who made you stupid, it's your moms and your simp dad. For those of you who that had the 2-parent households, but your dad was a simp. You know what I mean? When I ask y'all that, it's because I know who taught you. I know who taught the person that taught you. And 9 times out of 10, it's the church. See, the church, they spreaded this be fruitful and spread your seed crap. But they taught it to your parents wrong. They taught it to them all wrong. You know what I mean? They made it so that they stay in poverty. And they need to come to them for the hope every Sunday and fill they cup up, guys. You see how that works? That's like me, right? That's like if I was to steal a church blueprint, this is what I'd be doing right now. I'd be on here talking crazy about the women every single day. Like I would tap into your inner hatred for the women, even though I know we all over here, good brothers, we don't hate our women. We hate the bad behavior they display. But you get what I'm saying, right? If I wanted to do it like how the church do it, they tap in your inner hope because you guys don't want to do the work and you just want to hope something fall out the sky, right? So they tap in on your inner hope. You see how that is? Remember, I tell you, stay emotional intelligent. So what I would do if I was to steal a template, right, I'd just get on here and just talk crazy about the woman, tap into your inner woman hate, right? Just enough to where you need to come back every day, you know what I mean? Every day. And every day I do it. That's exactly how they program people. That's why we need to start critically thinking for ourselves. We need to question, why are they showing this? Every time somebody shows something or you keep seeing something, why is they wanting me to see that? I mean, you gotta gain control of your emotions. Don't just see it for what it is, guys. See things for what it is, guys. Truly see it for what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, so the pastors, them niggas spit that shit. Oh, spread your seed and be fruitful. You gotta be fruitful first. And when he say be fruitful, you know what that be fruitful mean? I mean get to the knowledge. Knowledge is a fruit. Knowledge is the fruit, bro. You know what I mean? Knowledge is the fruit of your labor. Because when you put in the action, when you put in the labor, you know what I mean? Because the action is the labor, and then you yield the fruit. You know what I mean? You yield the fruit. You yield the knowledge of actually putting in the work and gaining the experience, guys. See, know what I'm talking about? Know what I'm talking about, guys? I mean, I ain't lose y'all. You know I'm unorthodox with the style and the flow because I don't write nothing down, guys. I get on these shows and I give y'all my heart. I give y'all my heart and a little bit of knowledge that I know mixed with whatever words God put in my mouth, and it come right on out to y'all ears, bro. The best way I know how. You know what I mean? That's why I laugh at people that, you know what I mean, be in fucked up positions in life, but they could sit here and try to how you say, criticize me, person that's doing the work. Yeah. Teenage pregnancy was pushed in our community through our church. The devil's himself. You know what I mean? Let's get into this, guys. Let's watch this. I'm going to let this rock out too, y'all. So let's get it into the chat. I'm going to try to see if I could come on, swing on over into the chat. Because we're going to cook this. This shit going to be funny. You already know it's going to be funny. And just think about the era. I mean, the belt, I think this might be right. You might be right about 60s, 70s. You know what I mean? But think about the results from the mindsets from this era. Because we're dealing with that right now. These women right now are probably grandmothers. At this point, these women are grandmothers. So they done taught 2 generations of dummies of their information. And nobody taught these women. Nobody have conversations with these girls or boys about sex and pregnancy and shit like that. The parents don't teach that. You know what I mean? Again, what do they celebrate on Mother's Day? What are they celebrating for on Mother's Day? They don't teach the boys how to not leave it in. They don't teach the girls how not to let the boy go in without a condom. They don't teach nothing. But yet they teach us how to praise and worship them. And we can't teach them nothing because the minute we go to correct them, mind your fucking business, this is my child.
The young people you're about to see interviewed in this film are real, not actors. They'll be talking about important events in their lives. They're all pregnant, and by the time you see this, all will have had their babies. Here are their stories.
All right, so this particular video is 82, guys. This is 82. Like I said, this is the year I was born. I was born in 82. So like I said, this is the era where the hell of a started. This is where the hell of a mom started right here. They was hell of a independent. They was tricked. They was tricked. At this point, they was tricked. And they thought they was doing something. I mean, this is right before they started that I could do bad by myself shit. Uh-huh.
He was so crazy. You know, he owned this moped, right? And if I was walking on the street, he would ride by and slap me or something while he's riding and keep on speeding, and I can't catch him to hit him back, you know. And me and his sisters were good friends. We used to go, you know, and just go in the park and go for walks and stuff like that. And I told his sister one day, I said, I love your brother. Well, this night, my mother's asleep here. And then I'm laying in the living room watching TV. So Ricky, that's the older brother, came walking in the door. So me and him just sitting there watching the movie. And then he got up and went to the back door. And I heard him coming in, but I didn't look up. The next thing I knew, Robert was laying here next to me. I said, well, how did you get in here, you know? So then he said, Ricky let me.
yo, you gotta be careful, shorty. It sound like they was about to try to do the doo-wop on you, B. They was gonna do the doo-wop.
Yeah. Then we just started talking. We had a very lovely conversation. Then before I knew it, I was kissing him. Let me see what it was that he asked me. He asked me, how would you like me to take you through the joy of womanhood? That's
Yo, you see how see how this is how they go. This is how they be. And then 9 months later, they the victim. 9 months later, they the victim. Guys, peep game. 9 months later, they the victim. The nigga ain't shit. But look at all this lust. Look, she got the lust. Look at her cheeks, yo. Sisters was cute back in the days when they wig ain't started on their forehead.
how he put it. So I asked him what he was talking about because I didn't know nothing of the sort, nothing. So before I knew it, I just don't know. I was all undressed. Before I knew it, he was all undressed. And right there in his room, he took me through the whole thing.
Do you miss him?
A lot. I really do miss him. Sometimes I wish I could just go and see him. Huh?
How old is he, Karen?
He was 17 in October.
Okay.
Guys, yo, y'all just gotta stop. Y'all gotta get rid of the programming that tells y'all they are better than you. Then you wouldn't take them that serious, and you'll see how they really love you, bro. These chicks is just dumb, bro, but they really love us. You saw her, I miss him. I'm telling you, y'all guys, man, y'all take them too serious, man. Y'all take them too serious. Trust me, the girls that be being mean to y'all, they be in somebody inbox talking about, you gonna do me like that? So you gonna do me like that? Trust me, y'all just take them too serious. When you stop taking them serious, you gonna get those text messages. So you gonna just do me like that?
And how old are you?
I'm 15, was 15 in September.
Mm-hmm. Was he the first man that you had sex with?
Yes, the first. Then I won't go to anybody else. I'll wait for him forever.
Did you have any idea when you started having sex and your boyfriend took you through the joys of womanhood, as you called it, that on the other side of those joys there could be a pregnancy?
Never really imagined. Never thought me.
And we were so thirsty back then. We were so thirsty to be in front of the TV screen. We just let these people know all of our business, yo. I tell you, yo, we've been studied. We've been studied. But that's okay, because I've studied you too. The same way they studied you, I studied you, because you're easy. It's out there. Now that social media is here, oh my God, y'all do something every day that I could just sit there and just study and just be like, look at this hot hell of a mess.
No. It's possible, but I said, who, me? Couldn't be.
And you gotta listen to the interview with her little condescending white ass. You gotta listen to her. She regurgitating the same sentences that Shorty spit to her, so she spitting it back to her, getting her comfortable. Shorty finna tell all the business, yo. She finna be like young girl earlier that was giving out socials and mama addresses and shit.
I mean, I wasn't taking anything, but I said, gee, it can't happen to me. Mm-hmm.
But it did.
Yeah, as you can see, it did.
This is Karen and the baby boy she delivered 4 months later. About a week after he was born, Karen came back to the hospital saying how hard it was to be a mother.
It's gonna always be hard when you're not prepared. You were not prepared. And again, guys, this be the experience. Remember, they need men to go through all of these experiences, but that's just all it is. It's an experience. Some they're gonna like, some they're not gonna like. But in any event, it's not gonna last long, and they're gonna be on to the next experience. And all you was the sperm, and a means for gains for them, because now they could go hit you up.
started going to discos, and because we both like dancing.
Okay, and you know we gonna be fair here. Y'all know what we do over here. We always fair here because was a problem. Like, it ain't got shit to do with color. Evil is a problem. I mean, really don't got nothing to do with color, guys. I mean, we touch on the black community heavy because that's the community we live in. You know what I mean? But this shit is universal, guys. This is America. All right?
Okay, this is what we're doing here? You're gonna pull the fucking race card on me. Don't go there. Don't give me the fucking race card right now.
I have to. And I also want y'all to pay attention to one thing I would give my white breads. They know how to get the baby up for adoption and not just drag the baby into poverty and then use that as an excuse to fuck your whole life up and never get the fuck up out of poverty and shit. You know what I mean? And then not only you do that, right? You think that'll be enough? No. Motherfuckers that have a whole 2 more. In poverty, ain't no growth, no nothing, just having babies. And then blame it on the white man. Then blame it on the white man, guys.
And I guess it was we went out like almost every night, and it started getting serious after going out so long, because we went out a couple of years before I had Angie.
Angie was your first baby.
Yeah.
Had you and Billy planned to have a baby so soon?
No, it just happened.
Can you tell me what happened that led up to Angie's arrival?
Maybe because I was so young and I wasn't using anything, because I didn't even think of it till I got pregnant.
Did you get married when you were pregnant with your first baby?
Yeah. It's 5 months.
So how old were you, Anne, when you first started to have sex with Billy?
15. When I had Angie, he was, the only one I had sex with.
So you told your mom. What kinds of things did she say? Do you remember?
Mainly like, oh, how am I going to tell your father?
Mm-hmm.
How's he going to take it? But she took it pretty hard, too.
And was this second pregnancy a planned pregnancy?
No, it wasn't. I went for a yearly checkup, and they took a urine test, and they told me I was pregnant. I was shocked. And I was going to keep the baby. I wasn't going to abort it, because I don't believe in that.
Had you been using any contraception or birth control after Angela was born?
Yeah, I was using the pill.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't plan to become pregnant. You had used the pill, but you got pregnant.
Well, I used it, and then I stopped because I was getting sick.
The classic, oh, the rubber irritates me, oh, the pill make me sick, and you was finna lie. You was finna crab leg lie too, ma'am.
What's the biggest worry you have right now with this second baby coming?
Well, how am I gonna be up all night and all day? Because Angela's just a baby herself. It's gonna be hard, because Angela was up all night, and it was awful.
Anne gave birth to a healthy 7-pound baby girl, and she was faced with caring for her 2 infants alone. Nancy, tell me, what were things like before you got pregnant?
It was really good.
I know y'all like, yo, Mr. Good Bread, you funny. We done got chocolate, we got vanilla, and now we got pineapple. Let's get it, man. It's universal, guys. Evil, all colors. Miseducation, all colors. Racist, all colors. And the list goes on. All colors, all colors.
going to school. I was the princess of the Puerto Rican festival, and I used to be all the time with friends.
Salute, Spanish Harlem Stand Up. Spanish Harlem Stand Up. That's where the Puerto Rican Festival is normally annually held at 116th and Lexington. Stand Up, salute. You know what I mean? It's coming up in June. Normally the week of what? June 20, June 9th or something like that. It got whack over the years though. Ever since the Dominican Day Parade and they started fondling the women like wild beasts, you know what I mean? That's like if we was back in Brazil, we was in DR and shit. Like, no, nigga, that's a whole nother live though. But ever since that event, it been really like that's when you've really seen this whole Me Too and this whole like, wait, we can make a lot of money off of false allegations.
With my family, and everything was really great.
Princess of the Puerto Rican
Festival. That's in the summertime here in Boston.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice.
How old were you?
Wait a minute, Boston got one of those too? Okay, Boston, all right, Boston. I thought she was New Yorking it. Like, all right, but we got one of those. We got the best one, Boston. What happened?
Then?
I was only 15 years old. Yeah.
And you're how old?
I'm 16 and a half. I'll be 17 on February 10th.
Did you know that you could get pregnant if you didn't use any precautions?
I didn't know it, but I wanted a baby.
I don't like to use the H word, but let's just say you've been sleeping around.
And it's crazy because she wanted a baby, the feeling, the experience. She just wanted a baby. It ain't got shit to do with what you wanted, bro. If you're on the other end of that, that ain't have nothing to do with what you wanted, bro. She wanted a baby. Understand?
Come on, you stayed in there. You should have pulled out. You stay in, you know what happens. All right, come on. What are you, stupid or something?
Funny because I'm too young, but I really wanted it. Because I seen my sister and my family with kids, especially my sister.
Bingo. Now, if you really wanted it because you really wanted it, then that's something else. Now I'm gonna be like, all right, you might have those mother qualities in your sis, but if you wanted it because the herd mentality, there we go with that word again, the herd mentality is doing it. So because everybody's doing it, then that's wrong. That's wrong of you because you ain't got to deal with everybody pain and everybody struggle and everybody result. When you stop critically thinking for yourself and you start to allow other people to critically think for you, that's where you go wrong. But they don't teach you that. I know they ain't teach you that, Mamacita. Mamacita. And this is y'all submissive dummies right here, right? This is the girls that y'all, you know what I mean, be really promoting on this coochie pedestal. Y'all really promote they coochie. These chicks is the stupidest ones, yo. These chicks will get you got for what you got on your own block.
And the kids used to tell them mommy and I love you and all these dumb sweet things. And I said I would like to have a baby so I could be, like them, love like that way.
Nancy, where is the father of your baby now?
Well, right now he's in California.
Yo, he on the other side of the world, bro. He playing for the Lakers, you playing for the Celtics, yo. What's going on, sis? But again, she don't really care because she wanted the baby. She didn't say I wanted the man, I wanted the relationship, I wanted the family. She said, I wanted the baby.
And you're here in Boston?
Yes, I'm not with him no more because we had a little problem. I thought I was going to be living with him forever because I really loved him and I liked him a lot. But since I haven't heard from him, I don't know what's going to happen when the baby's born. I don't know if he's going to come or he's going to see the baby. I don't know what he's going to do. Give him his name, his last name. I'm really thinking about that, and I'm worried too.
And you really thought he cared about you?
Yes, but it seems like all this wasn't true. Because they'll tell you everything, and after they'll do anything and they take you, they forget it.
How old are you, sis? And how many men you been with? Or you just talking about this man right here? You know what I mean? Sis, you see, we want the experience of the sex. Y'all want the experience of the sex and then something extra. You see how y'all be fucking up? Y'all go into the experience of the sex thinking y'all gonna get something extra, thinking y'all owed something extra. So y'all force something extra. D and P evens out. And then if you like the person and you decide that y'all want to start doing all this extra shit, then that's what you do. But it's a decision that two people have to make. Sneaky Miss Slickster, because you know what I mean. This seems like a little sad story right here. You could be like, oh, damn, the man ran off. But no, sis. What's under the surface? What's really? Let's remove the gray area and let's talk about this. You really wanted that baby, so it wouldn't matter if he didn't want the baby. You really wanted that baby, so that's the angle, because that's the first thing you said, and I ain't forget it.
I want to be happy with my baby. I don't have him, but I still have my baby.
You see, there you go. There you go. My child. I done told y'all they done my child they self to now having a father for that child.
Nancy named her baby boy after the father. When he didn't come back, she went to California to look for him.
Rochelle, how old were you when you first started having periods?
I think I was either 9 or 10, one of the two. It was really funny because I remember that day. I ran down the hall after my mother told me what it was. I ran down the hall and I was just screaming, I got my period, I got my period.
Look. They be hyped. The bell touched on this earlier. They be hyped to be grown. That's the I'm grown. This is when the moms and the daughter really, you gotta really be careful. You know what I mean? Because this is where it get volatile. Because now the daughter thinks she grown.
But when I started telling everybody, my mother came out there, she just went off. She started screaming at me. What are you doing? You know? But see, I was so proud because I just figured I'm a big girl now, you know. I got my period. Wow. I'm grown.
Did you know that when you started to get periods, then you could get pregnant?
I thought, well, before then, I thought you could get pregnant anyway. My mother kept telling me, if you kiss a guy, you get pregnant. And I kept saying, I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to.
You see, and they always give us these little homemade strategies, these old band-aid strategies, instead of telling us the truth. You see, if they wasn't so engulfed in living a lie and faking it and lying and eating crab legs, bro, they'd be able to tell us the truth and we'd have the information we need. But they try to keep everything so private. They kept the wrong stuff private from us and showed us. They kept the, I mean, oh man, these people, man. They kept the wrong stuff private, yo. The stuff they should have kept private, they didn't. That's shit they showed us. Ignorance, anger, frustration, that's the shit they showed us. That's the shit they should have kept in private.
Kiss you, you know. But then when she told me my period was it, and I said, so I'm not going to do that, you know. I don't do anything like that. I always thought that was nasty, you know. Not letting you guys touch you. I guess that was how I was raised.
And that wasn't bad right there. That wasn't bad. That's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to have that innocence. You know what I mean? But we live in a society now. And this was a time when you couldn't even see all that pornographic shit. You know what I mean? You had to been in the loop. But now it's a whole different time. It's a whole different time. So it's even more elevated. You see how dumb these women were? Now it's even more elevated. Picture it 30 times more. The programming that is, guys.
So when was the first time that you had sex with a guy?
I think I was about 15, 16. It was scary. It hurted. I didn't want to do it no more. I started crying. So I'm not going to do this anymore. But everybody was talking about it so much. You know how school, everything is, if you don't do it, you're not in the crowd.
How do you think he felt about it?
I guess he was happy because it made him a man now, you know. Made him a man.
And what did it do for you?
Nothing.
It's going to be a little girl or a little boy?
I want a boy. But if I...
Now, who the prize? Who the prize, guys? Who the prize? Yeah, I know 7 out of 10 moms gonna give you that answer. 7 out of 10 women gonna give you that answer right there. And then they'll turn around and say that they the prize. Remember, the sun will last without the earth. The earth won't last without the sun. Although our gynecracy teaches us the reverse.
If I don't have a boy, I will.
You like a boy?
Would I like a boy? I'd flip over a boy.
Speaking of that, guys, speaking of the sun lasting, surviving without the earth, y'all even know in our good book, that whole Immaculate Conception and even down to the Moses and come on, and the Virgin Mary, that it's really real, guys. The dots connect. I mean, just can't want to complicate the shit. Can't want to complicate it. The sun will survive without the earth.
But they said it was a girl. I don't want a girl. I don't, because there's too many females in our family now. Girls are hard. Plus, my mother put a curse on me, I think. She told me if I have when you have children, your girl's going to come out just like you did and put you through all the changes you put me through.
And I mean, this is deep inside the black community cat box right here, guys. We getting deep. We delving deep inside that cat box tonight.
I don't want to go through them. So she put that little curse on me.
Rochelle didn't have the baby boy she wanted. She delivered a healthy 5-pound, 12-ounce girl.
Friend of mine and her boyfriend and the guy I was seeing. So her boyfriend, the guy I was seeing, were best friends. Me and her were best friends. We all went up to her cabin up in New Hampshire for a couple weeks.
We got flavors like Now Latest tonight, guys. The truth with proof. You know what I mean? The truth with proof.
And one thing led to another.
Had you planned to have sex that vacation?
No, it didn't really even cross my mind. Just ended up in sex.
And this was the first time that you ever had sex?
Yeah. And then I got pregnant from that. Which was no bargain. And I had an abortion. That's no fun either.
How did you find out for sure that you were pregnant the second time?
Now what y'all think, guys? You see, this was the first one that said that they had an abortion. And, you know what I mean? She not a part of the black community, guys. How y'all feel about that?
Went to the clinic and had a test done. That was about 6 months. I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't know how anybody would react. And then I just gave it a lot of thought for a long time, cried a lot, and I decided it'd be best to put them up for adoption.
You having twins?
Oh, yeah, I'm having twins. Found that out at 2 o'clock in the morning. One morning.
How did you find that out?
I don't know. I had gone over to the emergency room of the hospital over in the tower because I had been bleeding. And they did an ultrasound. And the guy says, "Oh, wow, look at that. There's 2 of them." I says, "There's 2 what?" And he goes, "Oh, there's 2 heartbeats. There's 2 of everything in there." Oh, no.
Some people think that if they place their babies for adoption, that would mean that they really didn't love them. How do you feel about that?
Takes a lot more caring to put a baby up for adoption, I think, because I know how I feel.
That's a fact, yo. That's a fact. Look at young Becky, yo. KDH, yo. Look at this Becky Lynch right here. This Becky Lynch.
You know what? It's not that I don't care about them, but I know they'd be better off. The homes that adopted kids are put into are very nice homes. And it's usually people that can't have children.
Oh, you gotta speak for your own community, sis. You gotta speak for your own community, sis, because these kids is going from a dire plantation to a hell of a plantation, bro. You know what I mean? It's just one step back. They ain't dying yet, but they fuck around and could die.
And they're set financially, which a lot of people have said to me, well, who cares about the money as long as you love them, keep them. And I said, I do love them, but that's not it. Me loving them isn't gonna buy them formula. It's not gonna buy them clothes. It's not gonna buy them toys to play with. It's not gonna pay their doctor bills. It's not gonna do anything really.
Oh my God, yo, you see? Smart. She got some knowledge. This one must have got to some knowledge. Now we want to give this one white privilege. We want to say she got the white privilege. You know what I mean? But she got the knowledge, guys. Fuck all that white privilege. She got to some knowledge.
Do you hope they'll understand why you couldn't keep them?
Yeah, I do. I wouldn't want them to hate me or something.
Mary delivered twin girls by emergency cesarean. They were placed.
So this girl, she was just dotting and botting. So I did get the story right for this one. Remember, this is the one that got the abortion and then went out there and did the same goddamn thing and ended up keeping the twins and having the twins.
Placed together for adoption, and their new parents sent this picture of them.
Now imagine being twins in this world. That is unique in its own. And you find out that your mother is not your mother. Like, that's not your mother, though. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. The shit that went on back then that we're dealing with and we're stuck with is real. It's real.
There may be other young people or parents seeing this film someday. What would you like to tell them?
Because a teenager gets pregnant doesn't mean that she's irresponsible or stupid, or it doesn't mean that she's a whore or anything like that. It's just maybe she really does care.
You know, don't lie. Don't lie. Don't try to save them. Don't try to save them, yo. Yo, Zone, use a motherfucking Zone. That's dope. Hell of a twins.
Can I tell you something, miss? I'm gonna keep it 100. You're not that fucking attractive. You don't look that good at all.
Care about her partner.
But the guys always get mad. They're the ones that need it more than anything. You know, it's like they're desperate for it. But I feel the girls should say no if they feel they're not ready for.
Yo, it was all good just a week ago. It was all good just a week ago, sis. You see how quick they switch it up on you? They switch up on you because they live in themes for experiences. Once they conquer the experience, it's on to the next, guys. All right, guys? So we're going to let this play out and we're going to go on and wrap this show on up. Damn good show. Damn good. Very informative. Make sure y'all share this. Hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. And make sure you got your notification sets. Because we going hard, man. We dropping.
But say no.
Like when they 12 years old, that's when they start developing themselves and they have to know everything, really.
If you feel you're gonna have sex with somebody, to ask about birth control and use some kind of birth control, especially if you're a teenager, because it's hard to make the decision of what to do when you do become pregnant, and it can happen to anybody.
Nah, they ain't going to get us with that music. They ain't going to get us with that music no more. I hope we ain't missing no dialogue. But they ain't finna get us with that music no more. Nah, ain't no dialogue. I think I could go on and wrap this on up, man. That was a damn good show right there. Damn good show. Damn good show, guys. Damn good show, man. Salute to y'all for tuning in. You know what I mean? This was one of those rare late night shows. We approaching an hour and a half. So, guys, keep in mind, the moral of this story is think for yourself. Make your own decisions. Remember, we was talking about it, guys. Do you want to live the life you want, or do you want to live the life your parents want you to live? You know what I mean? You got to remember, if you let them choose your life and run your life, you got to deal with the results. You got to deal with the end product of that. Everybody not going to be Lil Wayne, bro. Everybody not going to be Lil Wayne and hit big, bro. You know what I mean? And the gynocracy places value on them and no value on you, bro. So you always gonna be digging your way out, proving something. At any given chance, they could just be like, and it's over, you know what I mean? Because the gynocracy is their safety net. You don't have no safety net, man. You gotta do it. You gotta do it, bro. You gotta figure it out. All right? Ain't no sense in crying, ain't no sense in whining, complaining. Always call it out though. And always judge sin. See a sinner, you judge it. But don't make no sense in complaining and crying, bro. When you got the power, it's in your hands, bro. It's in your hands, man. Facts, the battle. Facts, man. Crazy. Word. Yo, KDH, this one was me though. This one was all me right here with a mixed in with some of my Pops joint and a couple of like I think I did Jack with the Bell with a couple of them clips, but for the most part I had this in a stash right here, guys. This is one of those joints that I keep in the stash, like that Rattopia shit. You know what I mean, I got a few more joints in the stash that's like damning, and it proves a lot of the talking points, and I can always tie it into the biblical. But we didn't even have to go to the biblical today. It was just clear. It's blatant. You see it. They didn't teach these kids anything. You know what I mean? They didn't. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They left it up for school to teach them. Like, well, a lot of parents think school's supposed to teach them when mothers are the first teachers. You know what I mean? And then they mistake the dad's position. They mistake, we are not equal. We are not equal. The dad don't got to do what you supposed to do. You get that, guys? Hear that again. Listen to that again. The dad don't gotta do what you supposed to do. You know what I mean? He just gotta do what he have to do. He gotta do what he's supposed to do. Not what you supposed to do. You ain't supposed to do what he's supposed to do. He ain't supposed to do what you supposed to do. And that's where shit get fucked up at. And that's what causes the split a lot of the times. You know what I mean? In any event, we could all do what we want to do, but if we ain't doing what God said to do, then shit fucked up. Alright, guys, I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer. Y'all going to get y'all rest. Let me get y'all beauty sleep. 6 hours is the most. And get y'all ass right on up and get started, man. Tomorrow is, what's that? Hump Wednesday, hump day. I mean, almost over. It's almost over. So y'all drink responsibly. Y'all wrap up. Y'all strap up. Do not play with your life. Really appreciate y'all. Salute to all of those that have donated. Y'all already know what it is, guys. We out of here.
Mr. Goodbread, I'll tell you, there's not a lot of us left. We're the chosen ones. Yes, we are. How much are they paying you to be stupid? You mean you're doing this shit for free? Okay. This might be repetitive, okay? But listen, all your life, you heard dumb shit from your mother, your aunties, your uncles, etc. Close your mouth and open your ears. That's all I ask.
Mr. Goodbread! I want to come to America. What do I have to do? I love holes. I love the holes. I love the holes, Mr. Goodbread.
Okay. So you guys following Mr. Goodbread, you got problems with women? Like and subscribe. Trouble with self-improvement? Like and subscribe. Beef with other channels, content creators? Call Mr. Goodbread. Like and subscribe. But here's the catch. You ain't getting no views? Fuck you. Pay me. Oh, you want in on his videos? Fuck you. Pay me. No one's watching your videos? Fuck you. Pay me. So what do? When you can't upload any more content, you strike a match and you blow up the bitch.